Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe's Classic Video Games back with another cool video game haul video for you. This guy came in and talked me into buying his Atari, but it's not an Atari I know anything about. I have never seen one of these. If you asked me if this existed, I would have told you it did not exist. I've never heard of this thing. Joey, have you ever heard of an Atari 1040 ST?
It's broke. I mean, no,
Oh,
I've never heard. I never
Here
heard
we go with this crap again with the it's broke. You're jinxing us, Joey. You just said it's broke. Now it's probably not going to work.
I forgot that I was supposed to say no.
So this is like, Joe, you're too young to even know what this stuff is.
Yep.
So when the Atari 2600 came out, that was like 1978. I didn't hear it. I was born in 78. I never heard of it back in the day, right? I was a baby.
Yep, you're too young.
I was too young. So the first I ever heard of an Atari, I was about probably about 9 years old. So like about 1986, 1987, something like that was the first time I ever heard of any Atari. Think about that.
Yep.
By then the Nintendo was out. So, but it was the Atari 2600. Now, here in our video game store, we sell Atari 2600 games. Look, we have a whole section here. We got a whole bunch more over here. And we got a bunch more in the back that are duplicates and stuff. So we know all about the Atari 2600. I had one of them when I was younger. Here, I'll show you over here. We got one up on the wall. Right, so I know all about that. But we keep having people come in and they bring us these weird, like VIC-20 and Arcadia games and stuff. And it's like stuff I've never even heard of. So, we've got a whole ton of stuff here. Now, he also had monitors. He had 2 monitors that he brought with it. One's in the box. What do they call that, Joe?
NOS.
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 And then there's this box of stuff. And then these games, and then a bunch of magazines. So this is from the era of Atari I didn't even know existed. So apparently they brought out the 2600, and then before they brought out the 5200 or sometime around there, all this stuff came out. I've heard of the Atari 400 and the Atari 800, but I don't think I've ever had one. So we're going to look through all this, and then we're going to plug it in and see if any of it works. So here is the actual... Joe, pick that out of there. It's so heavy I can't hardly do it without dropping it. Oh, man, look at that.
So slow. Can't even probably get through the door.
So here is the Atari 1040 ST. It's got function keys like a kind of a regular keyboard. It's got an undo key. On this end, and this thing, I don't know, Joe. I don't know that this thing's going to work. Maybe.
Tried to tell you earlier.
This says output, and this says MIDI input. So out and in connections for MIDI connectors. That's interesting. So you could hook like a keyboard or something up to it. Okay. Reset button. Don't ask me why I'm looking at them all upside down. Power connector. Power switch. Monitor. See, they got the little monitor picture, Joe. See, that's what the monitor looks like. See how it's square?
What do you think goes here?
I haven't got that far yet. Floppy disk. I think we got that. Hard disk.
Would you like me to spin it around the other way?
No, we'll figure it out. Printer.
Telephone.
Modem. It's for the
That's
modem.
a telephone.
It's the modem. That's you call on the phone line.
That doesn't look like a modem to me. It looks like a telephone.
That's how modems looked back then.
Okay.
All right, let's see what's on this side here. So we don't need to plug in a floppy. It has a floppy. I guess that's so if you need 2. All right, let's look at the label on the bottom.
There you go. That's the right way.
Look at this. 1 player and 2 player. That's so you can plug in Atari joysticks, Joseph.
And play 2-player.
Let me tell you what I think. I'll bet that's where you plug in Atari 400 and Atari 800 games. Remember, we've had those before. They look like that kind of connector.
Yep, I might have some of them laying around.
Made in Taiwan.
Just forget it. Just forget it.
Well, now we know why Atari went out of business.
Game over.
Atari, Sunnyvale, California. This was the 7,908th one made, because you know that one's fake. There ain't no way they made 1 million of these things. Serial number A1. Okay. All right. So that's that. All right, so we're going to try to plug it in here shortly. But first, we're going to see what else we got with it. So there's a ton of games, it looks like. This is the Sublogic Scenery disc, Joey. It says Charlotte. Ooh, this might be cool. I was going to mock it. What? So maybe it's like, somehow it's showing you aerial photos or something? Huh? There's no way. I don't know. I don't know, people. I don't see how it could show you aerial photos on old school Atari stuff.
What do you think about that?
The ST Basic Sourcebook and Tutorial, a programming language for the ST computer.
You need to read that first.
So this is basic. Ooh, it's how to make all of the little characters. The ASCII character set. Okay. I don't know, folks. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do much with this. The Darkness Rises, Colossal Adventure, Adventure Quest, and Dungeon Adventure. See, this seems more my speed. The Darkness Rises, Joey. How come it's never like The Lightness Reigns? I don't get it.
It's all doom and gloom.
It's all doom and gloom. Dungeon Master. Boy, this guy was a sucker for dungeon games. Dungeon Adventure, Dungeon Master. Choosing your champions. Okay.
Here we go with this. Look at that one. Brand new.
Steel sealed. Silicon Dreams. Boy, it must have been great if it's still sealed.
Complete.
It was $1.99 at Electronics Boutique back in the day, which means today, with inflation, it would be $450.
Sounds about right.
900 times.
Check that one out.
Sublogic. Award-winning jet, the premier jet fighting simulator. Strikingly beautiful carrier-based sea missions complement multiple land-based combat scenarios. Free inside, a beautiful Japan scenery disc, a $25 extra value. That's the second time I've seen that, because on the one that said Charlotte, it had scenery. So I don't know what they mean by scenery. Okay.
I don't like it when people do this. See, they leave this on there, but they opened it.
Yep.
It's still opened. You might as well just take the whole thing off.
Yep, it's fake. All right, Flight Simulator 2. Does that say 2? Yep, Flight Simulator 2. This was bought from Software City, which was the program discount center, for $49.95. $50, people. SG 1015 user's manual, the printer, but we don't have the printer. The dude kept the printer. That would be like the coolest part, probably. Here's the owner's manual for the actual machine. Pretty cool. Next, Atari logo source book. I have no clue. First word, a word processor. Gato. World War II Gato class submarine simulation. That's probably pretty cool. Borrowed time. Knock, knock. Who's there? You don't know. Well, you better call somebody. Well, better find out. because somebody's after you, and if you don't stop them in time, they're going to get away with murder. Yours. That sounds pretty good, Joe. Look, they're breaking through your door.
How about I just leave them alone and they won't even mess with me?
We get our first glimpse of the graphics, folks. If this thing were to work, they're promising us graphics like this.
It looks good.
So it's kind of NES level, I would say. Okay. And then we have a ton of Start magazine. It says the #1 guide to Atari computing. I've never heard of it. Look, they're trying to get you to win an Atari Lynx. That would put us at early 90s. Oh yeah, it says 1990. Oh, look. Over and under inside Atari's latest hardware. 4,096 colors. I remember when they were promoting how many colors the systems had. On disc. Hot ST hardware. It's hot. Pen and Pixel. ST CAD and graphics. Yeah, I remember that. Well, you know.
You said you never even heard of this.
No, I mean like for computer. Regular computer. Windows. Game and entertainment. Indiana Jones. Naval Battle. Atari ST Music and Graphics with the King on there. BB King loves MIDI. Come on now. Come on now. You know BB King wasn't using no damn MIDI. He was using the guitar. Come on now. BB King ain't ever done nothing with MIDI. That guy looks cool. That's from 1986. Look at this guy. 1991.
Kinda,
He's cool. I like him.
kind of looks like the Zelda box. Blow your eyes. That's the same color.
Unbelievable. Look at these guys. What in the world? Jimmy Hotz and Mick Fleetwood. Okay, so that's Mick Fleetwood. I recognize him. And that's Jimmy Hotz. So basically they're pushing MIDI. I guess this thing, since it could do MIDI, they were like, hey guys, you want to try some MIDI?
This is the big fish where you go around and you eat the little fish.
Unbelievable. Dolphin ST. It's a dolphin, Joey. Look at this. So they're trying to show off their computer. And they're like, hey, look, here's a dolphin. And then they're like, look how great our graphics are. Come on now. It's like a 6-year-old drew it. Get smart.
By reading this book.
Okay, and then finally they were like, screw it. Can we put a woman in a bikini on the cover? Maybe that'll get them to buy it.
Sales must have been down.
Oh, is this the scenery disc where it just shows a picture?
Probably.
It just shows a picture of some flowers. Disc offer inside. They're trying to get you to buy kites. Oh yeah, look, the guy's designing a kite on his computer. But they were throwing everything at the wall back then, Joe. They must have had a meeting and they were like, hey, have you heard about this kite thing? Yeah, we got a game where you can design your own kite.
That sounds like a great idea.
And then some other guy was like, yeah, let's do it. Let's invest money in that. Microcheck ST. Now we're into Atari Explorer. Hacking your Atari. They're telling people how to hack, Joe, way back. Unbelievable. PC Ditto, a program that runs IBM software on your ST. So now they've gotten to the point where they know nobody's buying it, so they're trying to get you to just use it to run other people's programs. Come on now. Flag Trivia, Desk Switch, Text Analyzer. Okay. What in the world? Oh, it's November, so I guess that's
Christmas.
Santa Claus's elves.
What happened to Christmas?
Atari's CD-ROM, A Small Tour of Unix, Part 2. The Battle of Britain. I just heard about that earlier today, actually. The Battle of Britain. Somebody mentioned that. I've never heard of it. Now I know. Map Your Summer Travels. Exclusive Inside Trammell's Atari. Dr. T's New MIDI. Pogo. How many more are there, Joey?
44.
Oh, okay, we're going to pull out some other stuff. We got a bunch of magazines if anybody wants them.
Hook it up to this TV.
We're going to try to hook it up. No, it's got its own monitor.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Old school mouse. The mouse seems micey, Joey. I think it might be all right.
I'll take that apart.
I can tell by clicking it. This is like a little splitter. I think this is adapter or something. I've seen this before. Okay, here is the modem. Here's your modem, Joe. You said it didn't look like it.
That doesn't look like a telephone.
Sure it is. Look, it's got a telephone line coming right out of it, Joey. Telephone jack. It says telephone right on it. And you're saying it ain't a telephone? Come on.
Telephone.
People, I don't know how to tell you this, but I'm not going to be able to use the modem. So I don't know if it works. But this is what they look like. Got little option switches. Okay. All right. Joseph, I believe that may be the cable to the machine. Is that a 3-prong or a 2-prong in the machine?
3.
Uh-huh. That might be it. Now, these are just standard, of course. So this would be the one for the monitor. That's right. We're going to hot swap that monitor.
They don't even know we got a monitor yet, do they?
Yeah, I showed them at the beginning, I think. We got a monitor. You're going to be amazed. Remember you said it was NOS.
Oh, yeah.
So we've got a cable here, which may be for the... No, that's probably for the monitor. Put that to the side. Maybe. We'll see. Here's another. This one looks like a SCSI. I don't know, folks. I don't know. Here, there's an Amtrak label in here where the gentleman traveled on Amtrak. This is a tag for it. Okay, here's another power cord. And here is some kind of cable.
That's for the monitor.
Think so?
Yep.
Okay. Now, is a VHS label for Rock School. That's right. Use the VHS tape to tape Rock School. Okay, here we go, folks. Are you ready? The obligatory chess master. St. Quarterly. Oh, no. So the Start magazines, Joe, had discs with them, which probably have programs on them. So you buy a magazine, and they'd send you a disc with it, and then it would have like little tiny programs, like, you know, there might be like a little game or something in there. This guy was just getting the free games in the magazines.
Yep.
I don't think he was even paying for any of this stuff. We keep having customers come in. All right, I'm trying to see if there's any kind of other programs. It's all SDI. Personal Pascal. First Word backup files. Guitar jams and Buffett. It's a time that is long gone, people. Golden Path. B, the Goblin. Okay. There's the Gato game. Super Bike Challenge. Mind Shadow. Okay. Yeah, there's a few that are. Hardball. Jet. Star Raiders. 1986. Jewels of Darkness. World Karate Championship. Okay. Wanderer. All right, that's pretty cool. Have we got everything we need to hook it up, you think, Joe?
Yep.
So let's try out this monitor in the plastic here first. We're going to take the plastic off. I was going to say clean it up, but we're not going to clean it up. We're just going to take the plastic off, and then we're going to plug it in. Now, I know you're supposed to bring these up on a Varistor and all that. We're going to just go for it, people. I think somebody has recently tested these anyways. They've had some juice running through there. So the caps have reformed. I honestly don't think either one of them's going to work, but we'll see. Atari SC1224. Made in Japan. This one's going to work, Joe.
Think so?
It might. Got a good shot.
Well, we cleaned it up.
Joe, you missed the big spot. You missed the whole front.
Here we go. Here we go.
Still going. All right, come around and hit the button and get ready to pull the cord out if it does something crazy.
How am I going to do that from over here?
There's a power button right there.
How am I going to get the cord? Boy, it sounds good.
Oh, look at the static
See it
electricity.
jumping?
It's got high voltage.
It's electrified.
Can you hear it on?
I can't hear these. I can tell it's on now.
The static electricity
The light's on.
is making that jump around, which tells me.
Oh, yeah, it's on.
Oh, high voltage.
Perfect.
All right, Joey.
All right, well, that's that.
All right, tested working.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so did you plug this one up?
Yeah.
Is the monitor plugged into the the back?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hit the button. Ha! Well, miracles never cease. It at least is sending some kind of signal. Have no clue if this will even boot DOS without, does it have a... I mean, surely there's... It's trying to load something, I think. We don't know what we're doing, folks. Nothing. Usually, Joe, it would come up on some of these. It would come up to like a little logo. I mean, a little cursor. And then you'd have to type run C drive, run program, exe.
I think I know what's going on.
What? Oh, he's going to do it again. Turning off the camera.
I got to wipe it off.
We walked away and it popped up. It just takes it a long time.
There it is.
So that wave in it is not there. That's how it looks. It actually looks pretty good. Joe, you didn't plug in our mouse.
Well, I didn't know we were
The
going to
mouse
test it
isn't
all the
plugged
way.
in. We can't tell.
That goes where the telephone goes, right?
No. It goes where they show the mouse. Oh, you might have to put it in the front, actually. Remember, it's
Here
like
we
the
go, it
controller.
is.
Okay, we're going to try. This is greater than I imagined.
Like this.
Balance it very carefully.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think that's the right one.
Okay, look for another place to put it.
I think I got it now. Look at that.
Yeah, it works.
Looks like they changed the oil before they... Put it up.
Okay, you can double click that, Joe.
This
Have
one?
you ever seen,
This one?
yeah, it's like a regular computer. Ooh, now you're a bee.
I think I did something.
Hit the right
It's
one.
busy. See,
It says drive A
busy
is not, oh yeah, busy B.
See?
Drive A is not responding. Please check the disk drive and insert a disk. If it is a hard disk, check its connections. Okay, well, we're going to play a little game here. The game is called, I saw one in here that looked kind of cool. Okay, Joe. Okay, we're going to go with Super Bike Challenge, Joey.
Excite bike.
Yeah. This is Excite Bike. Made in Japan. Look, boom. You ever touched one of those?
Yes.
This one time?
It's been a long time ago.
All right. Go ahead or slide her in.
Goes.
Okay, go
Retry.
to. Yeah, hit retry. Hey, it's trying.
Because I told it to retry. Here we go.
It's not responding. Okay, try floppy B. We don't know that that's A. We assume it is. So go down to.
Ain't got
it
no
won't go
mouse
down.
pad or nothing.
Well, he broke the mouse. We were doing so good. Getting a little beep out of something. Okay, hit enter. Okay, that's retrying it. Hit tab. Okay, hit tab again. All right, we're gonna keep messing with it. So there's another. Basically, the mouse won't go up and down. We took it apart. When you turn the little wheel, it won't go up and down either. So we unplugged it, plugged it back in. It still won't go up and down. So the floppy disk doesn't appear to be reading the disk unless it's B, which we're still trying to check. And then we've got all of these old school Atari cartridges from like an Atari 400, I think. Maybe. But they won't fit. They're too big for that slot. So the jury is out on what that will actually play. Now, we could look it up, but what fun is that, people? Everybody researches the hell out of everything anymore before they just play with it. I don't get it. We're trying to figure it out as we go along, right? This is the fun part. All right, Joe, we got to reset it and then try to go to floppy disk B. That's not going to fit, Joe. That's Nintendo. He's always just doing crap like that. Okay, hit the reset. Now, very carefully, I want you to inch over to diskette B, not A, and tell him to check B. A obviously won't work. It's probably like there's a belt in there that's messed up or something, or the head ain't clean. It makes lots of noises while it's booting up. It's loading like, you know, your DOS, your operating system. There's the beat. Okay. He made it. Please insert disk B into drive A. Okay, so it doesn't it knows that that B is not working. Okay, we could take it apart and clean it, but man, I don't want to do all that.
It's only original once.
Yeah, exactly. Them screws have never been out of there. You know? Okay, so I think we need to test the other monitor. This monitor works great, to be honest. Okay, so we're going to see if this other monitor will do anything. Still in the box. Or I guess it's in there. It might not even be in there. It's heavy like it's in there. And it's opened, I think. The rats got to it a little bit. All right, Joseph. Consumer Products Division. TDS Computer Technical Diversified Service, Inc. Okay. Go ahead and take her apart. Here we go. By the way, we should clarify. When we said NOS, we're just joking. It's probably not NOS.
Right. It might be.
It may be, but it's probably not. I hope that's paint.
That's not paint.
I hope it's blood.
Don't think it's blood.
Oh, God. All right, see if you can get her out of there. Power cord. That's probably how they put it in there when it was NOS.
Yep.
I believe that there is a... You lift it up and I'll move the box. How's that? I believe there is a basement involved here.
It is fairly clean.
Go ahead and lose that bag, Joe.
I gotta be careful. This might be a NOS bag.
It might be NOS. Boy, it does look pretty good. SM124. I think that it still has the little plastic cover over the label. Or the label's just coming apart and the top label of the plastic's coming off. Let's try, let's see if she'll work. Oh, you got another video cable. That's pretty cool. Alrighty.
We ready?
Let's do it. He's trying to think. You can slide her this way.
Go out of bounds.
He's trying to think how he wants to do it. Probably shouldn't do this with it turned on, but we're going to. Okay, that's that. Okay. All right, got the power cord. Joey's looking for the power button. Maybe the heat. Oh, you did it.
This baby's got volume.
Does it?
Yep.
I wonder if it's got video. It does appear to have video.
Do we need contrast or brightness?
You need upsies and sidewaysies.
I ain't got that.
Have
Ask
you got
brightness or contrast.
If you got a verticular or a horizontal, brightness would be good.
Look at that.
There
Look
we
at that. Look at that brightness.
Look at that black and white. Okay, hit contrast. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's supposed to be black and white.
Probably. Baby's working perfect.
Let's see. Let's see here. I'll bet, I'm sure it works just fine. Yeah, look. Joey, here's a word that you may have not seen in a long time. Monochrome.
Exactly. Perfect.
Monochrome, Joey. The image is too small. But other than that, it appears to be working.
It's fine.
I would think that that's a fault. But see how it's the vertical's not right and the horizontal's not right? Usually you wouldn't have that unless like maybe the B plus is low. Hey, try the floppy drive again. Maybe it'll work now. It may have just not like being plugged into a color monitor. Go to A. Oh, look, it's high res. That's what's going on. The screen, the image is, yeah, it's the resolution, Joe. Mm-hmm. Look how much smaller the stuff is compared to how it was on this one. Well, we can't get it to read any discs. Okay, I'm gonna look we probably need to clean the disk drive somehow.
Yep.
We might do that. Joey, well, I want to read the disc. Oh, you put the disc in there, didn't you?
I did earlier.
Yeah. You see people. You see, right? You can see now. Nothing. It won't read it. We need somebody to come. Call Gabe.
Yep.
Gabe will probably watch this video. Gabe, you need to come by and clean the drive for us. We don't know how to do it.
Yep.
I hate to take this thing apart, man. I'm going to mess it up. Should we take it apart?
The viewers want to see it
Now,
apart.
the viewers all want to see it apart.
Take it apart. Take it apart.
Okay, I'm going to take it apart. So 3 of the screws were longer than the other ones. But they're all these little, just like a number 1 Phillips, something like that. And then it looks like the top just pops off. How'd you even do that, Joey? It's not broke. The thing boots up. It's the dick. So this whole keyboard is modular, just unplugs. That's pretty cool. And it says made in Japan on it. So at least parts of it weren't made in China. And you know, Taiwan back in the day was a little different than Taiwan now. So this, it looks like, has a ribbon and some little connector. So we can hear it spinning and stuff, so it's trying. I think it might just need a good cleaning, hopefully. I don't know. Chances of a good cleaning fixing it, though, I'm going to put at about 20%. But I'm lucky, so let's see. Couple little... See if we can tell if it looks dirty at all. I guess that's what we're messing with. Look, folks, I'm not the type to take apart disk drives. That looks pretty clean to me, and it seems like there's a matching one up above it. That didn't work. I don't know. So we're going to try cleaning it with some rubbing alcohol. I'm not so sure that's going to do anything. It doesn't look all that dirty to me. Okay, so we have the motor in there that basically turns the disc. It's not locked up or anything. And then we have the motor here that changes where this is. Right? And it was parked like that, which I assume would be where it's supposed to park. And this sensor can tell when it's in its home position. I cleaned it just to make sure, and I cleaned the 2 magnetic heads, basically. And that's about all you can really do, I think. I don't know. So I'm going to put it back together and pop it back in and see if that did anything. I don't, you know. I'm lowering my chances, Joe, from 20% to 10%. Because I don't think I did much.
All right.
Here's the power. I put the disk drive back in. Here's the power supply. You know, you can't really tell by looking, but I just wanted to look and make sure there weren't any caps that were just dying over here. But they all look fine. So maybe they'll reform. What do you think? There's one missing. Joe, did you steal a cap out of here?
No, I didn't mess with it.
Okay, just checking. So I don't think really we need to do anything there. You could easily just replace those capacitors though, but I'm not positive that the ones we put in there would be better than the ones from back then. And everything except the disk drive appears to be working pretty decent, so I'm just going to leave it alone. It sounds different, people. I can hear it spinning. Well, she spun. Drive A is not responding. Please check the disk drive and insert a disk. If it is a hard disk, check its connection. Try one more disk, Joe, just to make sure. It sounds different now. Like it may have not been spinning before. Oh yeah, they're in there. We're about to wrap up, folks. We're just trying to learn about this, you know. All right, folks. So it's pretty cool, but I can't use it for anything because the floppy drive doesn't work. So I looked online. You can get a replacement floppy drive, which is basically a modified regular floppy drive that plays the normal discs that worked on other things. And you can also get a adapter for the mouse. The mouse, it may not be the actual mouse. It might be the port inside the machine, but we don't know, you know. But you can get an adapter that you plug in the outside of the machine and just plug a regular optical mouse in. You can also get a solid state hard drive, I think, that you can plug in the port on the end that I thought was for the 400 games and was not. And you can also get a USB, well, like a memory card adapter, basically, where you can download games and just use a SD card or whatever to play them. So it looks like there's some cool options for it, but the disk drive not working is a problem, and the mouse not working is a problem. So I think I'm going to bundle it all together and sell it here in my shop. Looks like they're fairly valuable. Oh, on the black and white, the monochrome monitor, it had I was saying that the screen looked too small, but apparently it's supposed to look like that. If you look at this color one, it's also got like a white bezel around it. So whenever it displays on the other monitor, it's just you're seeing that, so it makes it look like the image is smaller. This is back before things were really standardized the way we know them now. So pretty cool. I like it. Wish I could have played a game on it though. Wish we had the working floppy, but oh well, we tried. So I hope you enjoyed it. Leave your comments below. You know, I don't know anything about these, so I'm sure you guys can fill me all in. Leave your comments below. Tell me and Joey what we did wrong and what we did right. And make sure to give us a thumbs up for taking the trouble to film it for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to our channel. We usually do pinball and arcade game videos, but every once in a while we get a lot of old, cool video game stuff in that's worth filming. So I hope you enjoyed it. Even if we weren't able to play it, at least you were able to see some of this old stuff pop up from somewhere. Guy said that his brother was in the military and moved overseas and had all this stuff in the basement for like, you know, forever. And when he came back, they finally decided to sell it. The guy, I don't think it was a bad story with a bad ending or anything. It was just they were cleaning up the house and he was ready to sell all of his old stuff that he hadn't played in probably 30 years. So hope you enjoyed it. Pretty cool. We'll see you on the next video.